It's the Winning All News. Thanks for joining me. On the news today, strategic mentoring and leadership development is key in ECWA, says the ECWA president. Now on the news in details. The ECWA president, Reverend Dr. Job Ayuba Bagat, said strategic mentoring and leadership development programs are essential in ECWA for cultivating strong, adaptable leaders capable of guiding teams through change and uncertainty amidst an evolving business world where organizations face the constant challenge of nurturing and developing leadership talent. The president said this during the Badge 1 ECWA Local Overseers consultation that began from the 4th to the 5th of February 2025 at the ECWA International Conference Hall in Jos Plateau State. Deliberating on the theme of this year's Local Overseers consultation, which was strategic mentoring and leadership development, building tomorrow's leaders, the president stressed that mentoring, when aligned with an organization's long-term goals, is an impactful tool for leadership growth. The leader added that strategic mentoring goes beyond traditional one-on-one guidance, focusing on specific skills, mindset, and perspectives necessary to drive both personal and organizational success. Through the thoughtful pairing of mentors and mentees, the process facilitates knowledge transfer, provides career insights, and helps to instill the core values of organizations like ECWA. According to him, the impact of strategic mentoring and leadership development programs cannot be overemphasized, as it contributes to higher employee engagement, retention, and performances. By investing in future leaders, organizations can ensure that not only do they survive but thrive in an increasingly complex business environment, and with the right strategies in place, ECWA can build a strong leadership pipeline capable of piloting the challenges of tomorrow. Speaking on the state of the nation, the president lamented the continued attacks by the Fulani militia in the Middle Belt, as well as in some parts of northern and southern Nigeria, that have resulted in wanton destruction of lives and properties, and the activities of Boko Haram and kidnappers have persisted despite government's effort at curtailing them. The leader also admitted that there has been an enormous economic crisis affecting Nigerians and urged believers and Nigerians not to lose faith in God. Our strength is drawn from Him, and it is in these difficult moments that our faith is expected to shine the brightest, he said. Let us continue to pray and support one another, uplifting our congregations to God, and be beacons of hope in our respective communities. I strongly believe that with God on our side, this too shall pass, he added. The ECWA theme of the year, which says, "You will seek me and find me if you seek me with your heart," according to him, is an opportunity to help ECWA members cultivate the right attitude towards seeking God and to raise members with a heart for God. He called on believers to seek God this year going forward in humility, willingness, purity of heart, and total devotion to God. The ECWA General Secretary, Reverend Dr. Ayuba Ashishe, in his remark, welcomed all the participants and charged them to make the best use of the opportunity given to them. The coordinator of ECWA Youth Ministries, Reverend Dr. Dan Luke, in a paper presentation titled Mentoring and Leadership Development, the ECWA Local Overseer in Perspective, said it is pertinent to know that the LO still plays key mentoring and administrative roles in the life and ministry of a pastor, leading to the growth of ECWA as a church. To achieve this, local overseers were enlightened charged to take intentional steps and challenged to rise and live up to their responsibilities of mentoring and developing leaders under them. The Director of ECWA Strategic and Research Development, Reverend Romanus Ebenwokodi, who was a resource person, spoke on the role of local overseers in the implementation of ECWA Strategic Plan for the next 7 years. According to him, strategic planning is significant for any organization that wants to thrive, and the LO has to understand the ECWA Strategic Plan document to play his role in its implementation. The ECWA Strategic Plan is a document approved during the General Church Council last year and consists 3 strategic areas such as identity component, thematic areas with 26 thematic areas, 214 strategies, approaches, 240 objectives, and 732 activities to help achieve set objectives, and lastly, mentoring and evaluation. The director in an interaction added that the pastors are the key stakeholders in the implementation of the ECWA strategic plan, and their response will make the implementation a success or a failure. The ECWA strategic plan document is meant to be implemented at the grassroots and other ECWA outfits.
What we have done basically is to take them through a skeletal part of the whole plan for 7 years. So they are conscientized on what is on the document for them as local overseers. And for them, their roles are important because they are the ones that every pastor is under. And by the time these 4 groups would have come, this is a first schedule, all the LOs in ECWA would have been reached, and in such a way they'll go back and reach every other pastor. So the nitty-gritty that can be found in the document, the ECWA strategic plan document, will be stepped down by them to the churches and the pastors under them. The church is a church of discipling and discipleship making. So mentoring is a part of discipleship making. If we are not able to catch up with the people that are coming, to help them to understand where we are at, where the church is heading to, and what they should do, they will not be able to key in. And it's just a matter of time the church will start struggling because there wouldn't be historical things to rely upon. There wouldn't be people who understand where we are coming from to move on, and the possibility of the church dying at various sections or sectors will be there. So it's that important that we re-emphasize mentorship and mentoring in our denomination, and the LOs are key in doing this since they have a lot of pastors with them. They are also pastors by themselves. So this mentorship thing is not just for them, but also for the pastors under them and the members that they are pastoring. So the church will be able to remain stable and bring glory to God in every aspect.
Some participants narrated that the training was impactful as they were reminded to become holistic mentors and implementers of the ECWA strategic plan to the grassroots.
I've been coming to ECWA headquarters for local overseer consultation, but this year is very, very splendid in the sense that the mentoring seminar has actually opened my eyes to some areas that I need to work hard as local overseer to bring up the upcoming pastor and those I lead in my SCC. Added to that is the ECWA strategic plan for 7 years. We have had such in the past. I could remember we have 10 years strategic plan in the past, but this one again has come to really help the growth and the expansion of the work of God in ECWA. And as local overseer, I've received a lot of challenges going back home to bring up my pastor and the leaders in the SCC to ensure that we plan our program in line with the ECWA strategic plan.
It's wonderful to be here once again for this LO's consultation of 2025. Is really an eye-opener in a lot of ways to the responsibilities of the LOs. We have been challenged in various ways on the things we need to do to see that ECWA is going on well. In fact, we can see that our leaders are working hard to see that ECWA is a lot of things done in ECWA is improved to the glory of God. Unlike what had been happening in the previous years, we can see that they have plans. The LOs have been challenged to be mentors to the other pastors, showing them what we have learned from the consultation, and to make sure we are involved so that the plans of ECWA will be implemented even to the grassroots. Then the strategic plan of ECWA has given us specific directions in which we must go, which is very necessary to guide us meet the goal of ECWA. The goal of ECWA is to glorify God. And when we follow these patterns that have been laid down, we see that we will truly glorify God the way the plans are put down. And the LOs and the pastors are central in a lot of the things that are done in ECWA. So I'm seeing that we are very important. The LOs and also the pastors are very important to see that things, the activities of ECWA and the plans of ECWA are implemented to the glory of God.
During the second day of deliberations, the ECWA executive had a panel discussion with the local overseers to address some concerns raised by them. And that's it on the Winning All News. Thanks for joining me. My name is Prudence Burka.